Welcome to Better English.
Speak English with confidence.
In this video, you will master at the supermarket. Listen, repeat, and speak. Hello everyone and welcome back to Day 08 of our 30-day shadowing and daily practice series. I am David and I am so happy to see you here. Today is a big day because we are starting week 2. This week, we are focusing on survival English. These are the real-world situations you will find yourself in every day. We are starting with a very important place, the supermarket. By the end of this lesson, you will feel much more confident when you go shopping for food.
Hello, everyone. I am Grace, and I am so excited to start this new week with you. Survival English is so helpful because it gives you the tools to handle common tasks with ease. We know that many of you are at an A2 level or a B1 level. At this stage, speaking in a public place like a store can feel a little bit difficult. You might worry about using the wrong words or not understanding the cashier. Our goal today is to help you overcome those fears. We will practice simple, clear language that you can use right away.
That is exactly right, Grace. To help you learn, we are going to use our special shadowing method. This is perfect for your daily English practice. Here is how it works. First, Grace and I will have a long conversation about shopping. You should listen to how we speak. We will use slow and natural English. Then, we will highlight specific sentences for you to practice. These are the most important phrases you need to know. Shadowing will help your pronunciation and your confidence.
It is a very effective way to train your brain. When we reach a shadowing sentence, you will hear one of us say it clearly. Then, we will say that same sentence a second time. This is your cue to speak. You must repeat the sentence out loud. Do not just think the words. Say them with your voice. This helps your mouth muscles get used to the sounds of English. We will guide you through every step of the supermarket trip, from entering the store to paying for your items.
Repetition is the secret to success in language learning. That is why we say each practice sentence twice. For example, if I want you to practice a sentence like, "Where is the milk?" I will say it like this. Where is the milk? Where is the milk? Then you say it. We have prepared 30 to 40 unique sentences for you today. They are all woven into our conversation. We will talk about making a list, finding fresh vegetables, and asking for help from the staff. Are you ready to begin our lesson, Grace?
I am definitely ready, David. I have my shopping bag ready, and I am excited to start. For everyone watching, remember to stay relaxed. This is a safe place to practice. If a sentence feels too fast, you can always go back and listen again. We are here to support you every step of the way. Let's start our Day 08 lesson and master the English you need for the supermarket. It is time to listen, repeat, and improve your English speaking skills together.
Let's begin our trip. Before we even leave the house, we need a plan. I always check my kitchen first to see what I have. If I do not have a plan, I buy things I do not need. I look in the fridge and the cupboards. I want to be organized today. It makes the shopping trip much faster and less stressful. I like to write everything down on a piece of paper or on my phone.
That is such a good idea. My list is usually quite long because I love to cook for my friends. I also make sure to check what ingredients I need for my favorite recipes. Writing it down helps me not to forget anything important when the store is busy.
Exactly. It is very easy to forget things like salt or pepper. Our first practice sentence is about this preparation. It is a very common sentence to use at home. I need to make a shopping list. I need to make a shopping list. I use this sentence every Sunday. It helps me stay focused when I am walking through the store later. If I have a list, I do not get distracted by the snacks and the candy.
I agree. It is also a good idea to bring a pen so you can cross items off as you find them. Sometimes I use a digital list on my phone because it is easy to carry. Now that we have our list, we should head to the store.
I agree. Now imagine we are arriving at the supermarket. The store is very big today. I see many people walking in. The first thing we need is something to carry our food. Sometimes I only need a few things, so I look for a small basket. But today, I have a long list. I think I need something bigger. I should look for the large metal carts near the entrance.
I see them. There are some small baskets inside the door for people with only a few items. But since we have a lot of groceries to buy, a cart is much better. It is easier to push than to carry a heavy basket.
I will take a cart then. Here is a good question to practice, if you cannot find one. Often, they are kept in a specific area. Where are the shopping carts? Where are the shopping carts? This is a great sentence for any store. You can also use it for baskets. I also need to make sure I have a coin or a token if the carts are locked. It is good to be prepared before you start walking.
I found them! They are right here. I have a coin in my pocket, so let me unlock this one for us. It is a nice, big cart. Now we can start walking through the aisles and find everything on our list.
That is a helpful tip. Now we are walking through the sliding doors. I can smell the fresh bread from the bakery. It smells wonderful. But first, we should think about our basic needs. I always like to start with the heavy items, or the things that are on my list first. Let's practice a simple way to say what you want. I need to buy some bread. I need to buy some bread. It is a simple sentence, but very useful.
The bakery section always smells so good. I think we need some fresh rolls for lunch. Let's head over there first. It is a great place to start our shopping trip because it is right near the entrance.
It is. And before we move deep into the store, I always look for a sign. I want to know where the different sections are. If I am in a new store, I might get lost. I need to find the entrance to the food area. Where is the entrance? Where is the entrance? This helps me find my way if the building is very large or has many floors.
The entrance is right here behind us, but look up at those big signs hanging from the ceiling. They show us the way to the fruits and vegetables. That is our next stop on the list.
We are now in the produce section. This is my favorite part of the supermarket because of all the colors. I see red apples, green spinach, and orange carrots. Everything looks very fresh today. I want to choose the best items for my dinner. I usually look for vegetables that are firm and have a bright color. I try to avoid things that look soft or brown.
I agree. It is always better to eat fresh food. I see some beautiful cucumbers and tomatoes over there. I also like to buy seasonal fruit because it tastes better and it is usually cheaper.
That is true. Buying local food is also a great idea. I am looking at these oranges now. They look very juicy. I want to make sure they are not sour. Sometimes I ask a worker if they are good. Here is a practice sentence for you. Are these oranges sweet? Are these oranges sweet? You can use this for any fruit, like grapes or strawberries. It is a natural way to learn about the quality.
They look perfect. I will grab a bag so we can put some inside. It is always good to check if the fruit is ripe. Let's put these in the cart and look for the vegetables.
I will put 5 oranges in my cart. Now I need some onions for my soup. In this store we have to weigh the vegetables ourselves. There is a digital scale over there. I need to put the onions in a small plastic bag first. Then, I put them on the scale and press a button with the picture of an onion. I need to weigh these onions. I need to weigh these onions. This is an important step before you go to the register.
That is a very good point. If you do not weigh them, the cashier will have to do it at the front, and it can take a lot of time. It is better to do it ourselves here in the produce section.
Yes, and after you weigh them, a small sticker comes out with the price. You must put that sticker on the bag. Let's look at the tomatoes now. There are so many types. There are cherry tomatoes, plum tomatoes, and large beef tomatoes. I think the red ones look the best today. I want these fresh tomatoes. I want these fresh tomatoes. Practice this sentence when you are pointing at something you like.
They are beautiful. I love the color of these tomatoes. We can use them to make a fresh salad tonight. I will put them carefully in the cart so they do not get squashed.
Bananas are always on my list too. I like them when they are a little bit green because they last longer at home. If they are too yellow, they become soft very quickly. I will take this bunch here. This is a bunch of bananas. This is a bunch of bananas. A bunch is the word we use for a group of bananas joined together. It is a very common word to use in the produce section.
That is a great tip, David. I usually buy some that are yellow and some that are green. That way I have fruit to eat all week. I will put this bunch in the cart now.
I see the sign for the organic section over there. Some people prefer organic food because they think it is healthier. It is usually a bit more expensive, but the quality is often very high. I want to check the price of the organic spinach. Where is the organic section? Where is the organic section? Use this if you are looking for natural or specialized food products in a big store.
The organic section is right over there, next to the salads. They have a lot of fresh greens today. It is nice to have so many healthy choices in one place. Let's move on to the next aisle.
Now we are leaving the fruits and vegetables. We are moving into the long aisles in the middle of the store. This is where they keep the dry food like pasta, rice, and cans of soup. Each aisle has a number and a sign at the top. The signs tell you what is in each row. I am looking for the rice, but I do not see the sign. I should ask someone for the location.
That is true. The store is so big that it can be confusing. I think the rice should be near the pasta and the grains. Let's look at the signs above the aisles to see if we can find it.
I see it now. It is in aisle 4. Let's practice that question. Which aisle is the rice in? Which aisle is the rice in? You can replace rice with any item you are looking for, like cereal or cookies. It is the most common way to ask for directions inside a supermarket. Most workers will just give you a number, like aisle 5 or aisle 10.
It is always helpful to know the exact aisle number. Now that we have the rice, we should look for some canned beans. I think they are in the next aisle over.
That is a very important habit. I always look at the back of the box or the top of the milk carton. I want to make sure the food is fresh and safe to eat. If the date has passed, I do not buy it. Let's practice this. Check the expiration date. Check the expiration date. It is a good reminder for yourself and for your friends when you are shopping together.
That is such an important thing to remember. I once bought a yogurt that was past its date, and I had to throw it away. Now I always check every single item before I put it in my cart.
I am looking for a specific brand of pasta. I like the one in the blue box. Sometimes the shelves are very crowded, and it is hard to see everything. I have to look up high and down low. I am looking for pasta. I am looking for pasta. This is a general sentence you can use when you are walking around. It lets people know what you are trying to find.
I see it! The pasta is on the middle shelf right in front of us. There are many different shapes. I will take 2 boxes of the penne pasta. It is my favorite for making dinner.
The dairy section is usually at the back of the store. That is where they keep the milk, the butter, and the yogurt. I need a carton of whole milk today. The fridges are very cold, so I want to find it quickly. Where is the milk? Where is the milk? This is a classic survival English sentence. Everyone needs to know how to find the basic items like milk and water.
The milk is right over here in the refrigerated section. I need to get some eggs too. I will check the carton to make sure none of them are broken. It is always good to be careful.
I have the milk now. I also want some breakfast food. I like cornflakes or oats in the morning. I see a large box over there. It is a very big box of cereal. I will put this cereal box in the cart. I will put this cereal box in the cart. Notice how we use the word box for dry food and carton for liquids like milk or juice. It is a small detail that makes your English sound more natural.
I have the eggs and the milk. Our cart is starting to get quite full now. We only have a few more things to find before we are ready to go to the checkout.
Sometimes the store is out of stock. I went to the fridge to get eggs, but the shelf is empty. This happens quite often, especially on busy weekends. I see a store employee nearby who is putting boxes on a shelf. I should go and talk to him politely. I will start by saying excuse me to get his attention. It is the best way to be polite.
That is a good idea. He looks like he is busy, but I am sure he will stop to help us. It is much better than walking around the whole store looking for things that aren't there.
I will try that. Listen to this sentence and repeat it. Excuse me, do you have any more eggs? Excuse me, do you have any more eggs? The worker might go to the back of the store to check the warehouse for me. It is always worth asking, because sometimes they just haven't had time to fill the shelves yet. Most workers are very happy to help if you ask nicely.
That was very helpful of him. He said he will bring some out in a few minutes. While we wait, I want to find that special olive oil. I saw it earlier, but I didn't see a price.
I also found a special sauce, but there is no price tag on the shelf. I do not want to buy it if it is too expensive. I need to know the price before I reach the checkout. I can take it to the worker and ask them, how much does this cost? How much does this cost? This is one of the most important sentences in any language. You will use this in every store you visit.
He said it is $5. That is a very good price for such a large bottle. I will definitely add that to our cart. I think we have almost everything we need now.
That is a great idea. If the worker does not know the answer, I might need to talk to someone with more authority. Sometimes there is a customer service desk at the front of the store. I can go there for help with a return or a complicated question. I need to find a manager. I need to find a manager. Use this if you have a serious problem or a specific request that a regular clerk cannot handle.
The customer service desk is right near the exit. If we need to talk to a manager, we can go there. But I think the staff in the aisles have been very helpful so far.
I love finding deals. I see a big red sign that says special offer. I want to know if this discount applies to the things in my cart. Sometimes the signs are a bit confusing. Is this on sale today? Is this on sale today? This is a perfect way to check if you are getting a lower price. It is always good to save some money on your weekly groceries.
It is always a nice surprise to find a sale. I think the detergent is on sale today. We should get some while the price is low. It is a good way to save money.
I see another sign near the juice. It says buy one get one free. This is a very common promotion in English-speaking countries. We often call it BOGO. It means if you take 2 items, you only pay for 1. Let's practice the full phrase. Buy one get one free. Buy one get one free. This is very exciting because it means I get an extra bottle of orange juice for nothing.
That is a great deal. I will go and get 2 bottles of juice then. We are saving a lot of money today. I think we are ready to head to the checkout now.
We have everything on our list. My cart is full of healthy food and a few treats. Now it is time for the final step, the checkout. I see a few lines. One line is very long, but the other one is for 10 items or less. Since I have a lot of items, I must wait in the regular line. I will place my items on the conveyor belt and wait for the cashier.
The regular line is moving quite fast. I will start putting the items on the belt while you get your card ready. It is important to group the heavy items together so they don't crush the bread or the eggs.
The cashier is scanning my items now. Beep, beep, beep. I am ready with my wallet. I prefer not to use cash today because using a card is much faster. When the cashier tells me the total price, I will hold up my card. I would like to pay by card. I would like to pay by card. This is a very standard way to pay in modern supermarkets. You can use a debit card or a credit card.
The cashier is almost finished. The total is $50. That is a good price for all the food we bought. I will wait for the card machine to beep so you can pay.
I am doing the same thing. I have 2 large bags from home in my cart. In many places, stores charge money for plastic bags, so it is better for the environment and your wallet to bring your own. I should tell the cashier so they do not give me new ones. I brought my own bags. I brought my own bags. This tells the worker that you are ready to pack your groceries yourself.
I have the bags here. I will start packing the groceries. I put the heavy cans at the bottom and the bread and eggs on top. It is much better than using the thin plastic bags from the store.
I also want to keep a record of what I spent. Sometimes I need to check the prices later at home to make sure there were no mistakes. I will wait for the small piece of paper from the machine. I need a receipt. I need a receipt. You should always take your receipt especially if you might need to return an item later. It is your proof of purchase.
I have it right here. I will put it in the side pocket of my bag so I don't lose it. It is good to have just in case. Now we can take our cart and head back to the car.
I am all finished now. I have my bags, my receipt, and my change. It was a very successful shopping trip. I feel much more comfortable now. Well done to everyone who practiced with us today. You did a great job following along with the shadowing sentences. If you finished the entire lesson, type "I did it" in the comments below. We love seeing your progress.
I feel the same way. You all did a wonderful job today. Practicing these sentences will make your next shopping trip much easier. Remember, the more you speak, the more confident you will become.
Thank you for joining us for Day 08. Please like this video if it helped you, and subscribe so you do not miss the rest of our 30-day series. Tomorrow is Day 09, and we are going to a different place to eat. I will see you then for Day 09, ordering coffee and food restaurant English speaking. It is going to be a very delicious lesson. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for being such great students. We are so proud of your hard work. Don't forget to practice every day. We will see you tomorrow for Day 09. Happy studying!
Your English journey does not end here. Watch more videos and keep practicing.